Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. So today I'm filming a video from outside in my garden. I am so sorry if you can hear any background noise. You may be hearing the birds singing, but literally I cannot stand the intensity of the heat in my apartment, and so I thought, you know what, it's a beautiful summer's day, and I'll have to come downstairs to film this. So then, I've got something incredibly special to show you that I actually purchased from Karen, the creator, over at Serendipity Studio Art. I am trying to be really careful because the, what do you call it? Is clipped to the table. I can't think of the name. And so it's a bit bouncy, so I'm trying to be as careful as I can. So this deck came to me about 3 days ago, and this is the Wisdom Beyond the Meadow of Wonder. Karen is just an absolutely phenomenal, lovely person. We connected a few months ago via my YouTube channel, and then we started to follow each other on Instagram, and we got chatting, and I didn't realise that Karen was a deck creator at the time. So I ordered the deck from Karen, and I said I want to do you a walkthrough because she's just such a lovely person. And when something has been created from the heart, you can really tell how much time, love and effort has gone into that particular product. And this deck is one of those products. So each deck is handmade by Karen. So Karen does everything by herself. The artwork, the photography, and the handmade deck, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Everything is cut by Karen and laminated, and it really is an incredibly special deck. It does sit better than that, it's just the way that I've been shuffling it and things, you know. So it's an 88 card deck. And what I wanted to say first of all was this is available directly from Karen or Karen's Etsy. It's on the higher end of the price bracket, but there is a reason why, because everything is completely, as I said, done by Karen. There's no middleman involved at all. You know, it's very time consuming, and each deck is a complete individual process, and so I wanted to get that out the way first. And another thing, guys, there is only a limited print run of 100 of these decks. Karen will still be taking commission orders open for the final few, but after that she is not sure or not whether she is going to be doing a second edition. So if you want something special and unique and you want to support a indie deck creator, I will leave Karen's details below. So also each deck as well comes with its own individual handmade pouch. So these are all handmade as well by Karen. This one is so beautiful, and the deck fits in the bag perfectly. And so I want to show you first the little booklet. This is also hand sewn as well, and so there's no like kind of mass market publishing going on here. So this, as I said, is an 88 card oracle deck intended as a healing tool for self-care and reflection, wonder walking and meditation. Card art blends original photography and mixed media artwork, intermingled layers and some manual digital collage. Art taken from my own source images in themes of nature, earth, elements, flora and animals, emphasis on colour, vibrancy with feminine energy. Fractals, deities and mystical cards ideal as altar cards and for deeper exploration. So this is the kind of what I told you about the deck. So the cards are 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/8 inch, gloss laminated in flexible thickness, white borders, hand scripted font, hand cut cards, interpretation booklet and custom sewn fabric wrap. So Karen started the deck, the process of the deck in 2024 for her own personal use, and then she made the decision to release it publicly in May of this year. And it goes to say all the inspiration that Karen's had about her work. So I'm obviously not going to read all this out because, it'll take me too long. And each card does say about using the deck there, and there are deities in the deck as well. And there's obviously take the deck or cards into nature, pair this deck with a tarot deck. There's lots of things here as well, portals, transcendent spirit. So you can actually get a lot from this deck. And there's some, meditation and ritual work cards here. Create your own drawers. And each card has a little kind of sentence, because it is a completely intuitive deck. And so Karen has put in alphabetical order all the cards listed with a couple of keywords, and you can kind of bounce off ideas from there. Or, if you want to, choose your own. These are the process for some of the cards that Karen made. So it shows you how she did the process, which is absolutely lovely, really. I like to see somebody's artistic process, what they've done. Sometimes it tells you where the photographs were taken. This is really lovely. And there's a little bit about the source of the photo locations, artist note, earlier work in Oracle, and the art mediums used in the card art. So for a little book, little pamphlet, it's lovely. It gives you just as much information, just enough information. So as I said, each card is handwritten with its own titles. This is a little card piece of artwork and a note from Karen. There's some of Karen's art as well. And there is the title card, which is lovely. It's really, really thick. It's lovely. So Wisdom Behind the Meadow of Wonder. Wisdom Beyond the Meadow of Wonder, an 88 card Oracle deck intended for self-care and reflection. Original source art and photography with layered variations, digital collage created by Karen Hinds, artist, first edition 2026. And there's Karen's details down below. So the cards are not in alphabetical order because I've been using card pulls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split the deck so I can show you the cards from here safe, holding them in my hands. And, you can kind of let's just zoom in a little bit on that because I don't want to shake the table. So, the keywords on the bottom and then the piece of artwork is the cardstock. So it's not super thick, even though it's laminated. But what I love about it is it's going to be such a durable deck. As Karen suggested in the little guidebook, it's okay for taking outside. Obviously, I wouldn't say go and throw them in the bath to see how durable they are. But, after little daily spills of coffee and things like that, they'll be absolutely fine. So, it's just, when I show you the cards, I'm not going to keep talking all the way through every single card. I just want to show you a flip through of the deck. But some cards that stand out, and I just want to say, how you can kind of use this deck in your own personal work. And so we've got the horse there and freedom, obviously, and you've got that beautiful kind of fractal in the sky there. And obviously what I see you might not see, and vice versa. So this is what I love about decks like this. They are so open to interpretation. I absolutely adore the colour vibrancy, the oversaturation. Some of the cards are so ethereal and beautiful, like this one, Guardian Angel, for instance. And you got nurture there, so, this is just so lovely because it reminds me of just taking a step back, looking out the window, being mindful about your day, what you're doing, just sit with yourself and with your thoughts and what makes you feel happy and nurtured. So there we've got abundance, evolve, loss. Do you know, when I first saw this card, because this was one of my pulls the other day, my first pulls, and it was strange really, because it was a couple of days after Father's Day that I received this deck. And Father's Day, I wouldn't say it's difficult now because my dad passed away almost 20 years ago, but you never forget. And when I saw this card, it was like a message, you know, even though, you know, you kind of like deal with loss or whatever kind of loss it is. It doesn't necessarily mean grief, obviously, but it was like a sign, and that beautiful sky and the deck chair there reminded me so much of my dad. And I don't, honestly, I don't know why. Maybe it was a sign from spirit or whatever, but yeah, it was lovely, and I'll always look at that card and remember that now, that very first pull. So there's a bunch of different kind of keywords in here as well, so you know, they're not really categorized. So this is, I'll just pull my chair up, guys. This is what I'm saying about, like, you know, it's a multi-use deck. And I love like decks, you know, you can work with decks in many different ways. It's not got its own system, you know, and it's nice to be able to kind of like think, okay, I'm going to do a daily card pull, or what do I need to know, or how can I kind of use this alongside tarot. So what I would do, for me personally, I would shuffle this deck and I'd use this deck as the main focus. So for instance, say if I kind of pulled that as a standalone card, which is the intuition card, then I would shuffle my deck, and I'd kind of ask a question on like, what, you know, how do I need to kind of foster my intuition more and things like that, or am I missing something? And then I'd pull like a couple of cards around this, so I would use this like as a jumping off point. So this is what, as I said, like I like about these decks, you know. There's 2 intuition cards, by the way. They are kind of like really open to interpretation on how you can use them. I just love this kind of artwork, and everything's so vibrant and pops as well. And I've never, apart from Carol Hertz's decks, I've never had a handmade deck before. And I think when it's handmade, it's really special, because you know how much time, love, energy and effort and a part of that person has gone into the whole creation process. And I think it's such a lovely, you know, thing to have in your collection, you know, and it just makes such a change from like all the mass market stuff and, you know, all the generic stuff that's out there. And yeah, it's just like a really kind of natural deck that I connected with. So as I said, the decks are very much open to your own interpretation. And yeah, I mean, this deck as well, because I mean, I know I've said in my videos before, you know, I'm not really kind of like into the whole kind of, you know, tarot oracle pairings thing, because for me, like, it takes too much time, and I just like to kind of focus and concentrate on one thing in my own practice. But I can understand totally why people do it. I mean, it does look absolutely aesthetically stunning, and this is the kind of deck that will pair with lots of different decks. Aldona of Elements of Tarot, and a few other people, Lennox as well, queens of the deck pairings, you know. So check out the channels. It's just, you know, and Aldona's also done a walkthrough of this deck as well. So I love to see people's different kind of interpretations of somebody else's artwork. So this is what I love about the YouTube communities, because we've all got, you know, our own valid opinions, and, you know, as I said, what we see in something somebody else may not. And I just love it. Yeah, it's just really, really nice, and that's such a beautiful card. It really is, and I'm absolutely in love with this deck. You know, it's just so lovely and so usable. I just hope you haven't got too much like light glare or anything like in, you know, because it's so sunny and bright out here, but I have tried to kind of like sit in the shade. So Ancestry is just such an important card for me at the moment as well. I had some of these flowers, plants in my garden a couple of years ago, but they sadly died, and they never came back again. So Yes, another reminder about the bleeding heart, longing as well, anguish. So you have got a mixture of kind of different kinds of keywords. So you've got like positive keywords, you've got not so positive keywords, you know, and this is what I like. It doesn't kind of focus on one thing. Every different card is a piece, you know, every card is a different piece of artwork. Do you know, when I saw that, it looked just to me like a person, a face, with hair, and I don't think it was intentional. It was just what I saw, you know, and it's just so gorgeous. And now we're on to the other cards. I hope a wasp don't come on the table. You hear me screaming. This is so lovely and peaceful, you know. They'll be great for, as Karen suggested in the little book, you know, absolutely perfect for meditation and also path working as well. Do you know, talking to deck pairings, I've just had an idea. This would pair up so well. Just seeing that card there, this would pair up so well with the Tantric Dakini Oracle. For some reason, I don't know why I just thought of that. And that's just such a cool card beside the Mighty Voice. I've gone quiet now. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm listening to the birds in the trees. Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm going to have to pull you guys a card when I've just finished showing the artwork. How absolutely beautiful is that deck, guys. Honestly, it really is such a special deck. I mean, it's going to be, now let's get on to the finer details. I mean, because it's a really thick deck. I mean, I haven't tried to riffle shuffle it or anything. I've just been doing overhand shuffles. It does work well that way for me. It is kind of like, I would say, Voyager Tarot size. It is a little bit, oh, it is Oracle deck size, I think. I haven't got anything to compare it with at the moment down here. But yeah, it just is so lovely to have so many cards, you know, in a deck. And so let me just pull you a card and see what we have to focus on today. Finally, bliss. Well, how absolutely perfect is that card? So to me, that just kind of proves exactly what this moment is now. So we really have to appreciate these perfect moments, you know, and you know, appreciate life as it is, and yeah, just basically enjoy what you're doing. So thank you so much for watching me do a walkthrough of this truly special, incredible deck. I am touched, really, that you know I've built up such a friendship and connection with Karen, and her work is absolutely amazing. So Karen, thank you for bringing something beautiful into the world. I will leave Karen's details down below. Once again, I'm sorry for any background noise, any shakiness, but honestly, over here in the UK, it's yeah, it's like walking into the bells of hell at the moment in the heat. So I've kind of like winged it today. So no pretty crystals, no things around me, just my tablecloth on my garden table. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day, weekend, whatever you're doing. I will be back soon with another video on folk witchcraft. And thank you for all your support and all your love always. I know we'll see you soon, guys. Bye.